Hi, so let us talk about Diva Cup, Menstrual Cup KE. Yeah, that's what they call themselves. So I've been getting a lot of questions about this brand, and to be honest, I did not know about them for the longest time until someone tagged me on the page and said, hey, this girl or man, I don't know because I've never seen the face behind it, the man or the woman behind it is stealing your comments. So usually I take screenshots of what people are saying about my cup, the Grace Cup, and I put it on my IG page. So what she used to do was just take all my reviews basically and place them on her page and say that that is what people are saying about her cup. And if you go check on the highlights page or just on her page basically, that's exactly what she's doing. I could tag her on this video, but then I can't because she blocked me when I tried talking to her and saying, hey, I just went to her inbox and I was like, hey, please stop using your reviews on my reviews on your page, because what you're doing is not right. What you're doing is misleading. You're letting people know that this is what people are saying about your cup, but that is not the truth. So basically she was just taking every single thing, like screenshots, just basically everything that everyone was saying about the Grace Cup and putting it to her page. So after I told her to stop doing it, she blocked me, and I was like, you know what, kelele za chura zimzui simba kunywa maji. And I will put the screenshots here of our conversation. So basically, I was trying to be nice and be like, hey, don't do this. Whatever you're doing is misleading. But then she blocked me. And then I just thought, I'll just let it go. Like, Abby, just let it go. But now I realize that by me letting go, it was actually a disservice. I should not have done it, because whatever she's doing is not right, not only for my business, but also for the information that she's putting out to people. So, the past month, I've been getting so many users who are moving from that brand of cup, the Diva Cup. The Diva, I'm calling it the Diva Cup because it's not an actual Diva Cup. So her cup is actually called, I think, Feroz or something. So basically what she does is she's taking the name of the Diva Cup. And by the way, I will tag the actual Diva Cup so that women can actually know what a Diva Cup looks like. So she's taking the name of the Diva Cup and saying that she's selling the Diva Cup, but it is not a Diva Cup. So what she's doing is basically just taking, say you go to the supermarket and you want to buy Always. So the packaging says Always, but then when you go open the packet up, it says Nunu pads or Cortex or whatever. So that's exactly what she's doing. So the past few weeks I've been getting lots of women who are now moving to the Grace Cup because they're like, oh, I tried this Diva Cup thing and it did not work. One, they're complaining that it's staining after like 2 uses, and I'm like, a cup should not stain after 2 uses. Like, yes, a cup can stain, but not after 2 uses. So, and then they're complaining of leakages, they're complaining of it's uncomfortable, of itchiness and all of that. So in my opinion, I'm usually like, but why didn't you do your research? So she's selling the cup for, first of all, she's selling the cup for 500 bob. No one anywhere will sell you a cup for 500 shillings if it is medical grade silicone. Medical grade is very, very expensive, and no one is going to sell you a cup for 500 bob. 500 bob is like $5. Cups average between $20 to $40, some even as high as $50. So no one is going to sell you a cup, something that you're going to be using for 10 years for $5. So they're coming back to me and they're like, I want to try out the Grace Cup because this other one is not working. So when I look back, I was thinking to myself, well, if you've been following me for a while, you know I am always outspoken. I always call bullshit out. Like, before even the whole Always saga got out, I already talked about it, and I was like, hey, Always is selling substandard products. You should stop doing this. When influencers came out and they're trying to support Always, and they're like, hey, use Always and blah blah blah, I called them out by name, and I was like, hey, what you're doing is not right, and you're being hypocrites by doing this. So I feel like, because now that there's a bad product in the market, someone who is purporting to be what they're not, and it's in the cup industry, for me as a pioneer of cups in Kenya, basically, it is definitely my duty to start to talk about it, basically, and be like, hey, this is what's happening and it is not right. So the basic aim of making this video, because I know people are gonna come at me and be like, hey, you're afraid of competition. Let me tell you guys, I am not afraid of competition. I love competition because basically it's what it's what keeps me going, because I know that I cannot sleep on my job. I am constantly bringing in new products, talking to people, expanding my brand, because I know I cannot just sit on my ass, basically. So forget about competition. I am just here to inform you that Diva menstrual cup is not a Diva cup. And if it's the Diva cup that you actually want, I am going to tag them. That depends. If you're watching this on Instagram, on my IGTV, then I'm going to tag the Diva cup here so that you can actually see what a Diva cup looks like. What this woman or man is doing is she's taking a bag that she's printed on, she prints on it Diva cup, but then when you buy the actual cup and actually open it, it is not a Diva cup. Also, Diva cups don't come in different colors, they only come in clear. So I want to tell you guys out there, I know most people don't know much about cups, so you look up towards people who are more experienced, or people like me who actually know more about cups. So what I would tell you is, a cup does not cost $5. There's no medical grade silicone cup that will cost you $5. It is impossible. I have people who come to me and they're like, hey, Abby, how much is your cup? I'm like, it's 2,000 shillings. And they're like, yeah, but there's someone who's selling it for 500. Usually I want to tell them, like, to try and educate them and be like, yeah, but that is not a medical grade cup silicone. I don't know what kind of material she's using, but that is not medical grade. Plus, do you really want to spend $5 in something that you're going to be inserting in your vagina for the next 10 years? So start asking yourself. So I always want to like mention that, but I always hold myself back. I'm just like, achana tunai, she's going to learn the hard way. But now I realize it was actually a bad thing. I should have actually told them that whatever you're buying for 500 is not actually a cup that you should be using. So basically this video is just to let you know that Diva menstrual cup KE is not selling the Diva cup. That is not the Diva cup. So use it at your own peril. I mean, there are also other people around in Kenya who are now selling cups. I will not touch onto them because they're not purporting to be selling something that they're actually not selling, So just be honest. Like, if you want to come into this space, there's no problem. There's space for everyone to come in, but don't go on lying about your product. Also, don't go on taking other people's reviews and taking other people's pictures and everything. Because if you go to her page, again, divamenstrualcup.ke, if you go to her page, you'll see that all her content is actually stolen content from the reviews, which are all mine, by the way. All the reviews that you see on that page are actually reviews for the Grace cup that she's using to sell her cups. So like I said, I don't mind her selling a cup. Just don't use false advertising, because first of all, you're not selling a Diva cup, my friend. That is not a Diva cup. Second, all the reviews that you're posting are not actual reviews of your cup. They're reviews that are of the Grace cup. And then third of all, you're stealing all the pictures, basically all the pictures and videos that she has on her page are from other cups and other companies. So when it comes to just business in general, not just with the cup, just business in general, when you want to start something, start from the foundation, work your way up. You cannot just, like, for me, it took me about 6 to 7 months before I even got my first review of the cup. So if you want to start your brand, start it, but don't use false reviews to say that that's what people are saying about your business. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. And again, the aim of making this video is not for you to go to their page and start blasting them or trash talking them. That is not my aim. The aim of this video is just to educate the public on what they're consuming and what they're putting in their bodies. So if you still want to go and buy it, well and good, but please go buying it knowing exactly what it is that you're using and what it is that you're putting in your body, because it is not a menstrual cup and it is not medical grade. Whether it's plastic or whatever it is that she's using, I have no idea, but no cup is going to cost you 500 shillings. That I can put my money on. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.